Hello, hello. Today we are going to be painting a tobacco pole or a tobacco stake. So this is what we're going to be painting today. Um, my parents used to be tobacco farmers, and that was when I was a very little girl. I was 3 when we were still on the tobacco farm, but I didn't really know what these things were used for, except for the tobacco leaves were drying as they were on this thing. And so this is the last one that we have, and I've decided I am going to paint it so that it's kind of like a totem pole. So that's the plan today. Except I'm sure I won't finish it because it's going to take a while. It's going to be a process. But we're going to start. And I have some white paint here that I was thinking I would alternate between colors and white. So it's kind of like a totem feel. So what I'm going to do is I probably should have brought something to put paint on. I usually paint inside, but I'm on my porch to give the pure feel of a farm, a tobacco farm. But okay, we'll do it like this. The first the top of it rather, is gonna be white like that, and we're gonna make it up as we go along, which is what my art always ends up being. Um, Sometimes I use the word wabi sabi to describe my art, which has elements of nature. And is that the one that means imperfect? Yes, imperfection. Um, and so imperfection as the goal takes me off the hook a bit. But I would have put a yoga video up yesterday, but I was rather not gonna do it because I have some type of an injury on my shoulder, my left shoulder, and it's making it so that even putting on my clothes is difficult or taking them off. A lot of things are hard, so doing yoga is a little bit out of the question right now, or at least I'm not sure what positions I could safely do without bothering my arm. So not doing yoga this week, but I might make a walking video because I can still walk. So I have to be grateful for what I can do. I know what I'll do. I'll poke it down there. Maybe it'll just rest like that. Hey, is it gonna blow off? Okay. Hopefully it will not blow off from where it is. There's some wind out here, but it's not much. Not that bad. It's a nice little breeze. That is kind of a nice way to prop that. Hopefully there are no problems with it. Okay. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna paint on this, but I'm gonna do alternate colors. So like white will be every other one, and then I'll have like a green panel. Maybe I was thinking, or I could do like the white one could be more like it could be, let's say the white is like 4 inches, then the green might be like 1 inch, and then I'll do 4 more inches of white, and then 1 inch of red, and then 4 inches of white, and then 1 inch of blue, kind of thing is what I have in mind for it. And then ultimately I can put like creatures on it. There we go. Okay. I like this brush for the white. I'm gonna reserve that to be my white brush. And then the next color that I'll use is gonna be green. I probably should go in the house and get a brush just like that, because I have another brush like that. Or I could just use this one. That's about the same deal. I think that might work. Got some dust on it. My college is having a reunion on Friday in my own town. So sometimes they have these traveling reunions that go from town to town, and they're going to do it in my town, even though my college was a few states over. So I get to go to a college reunion in my own hometown on Friday, and today is Wednesday. And I got a special outfit for it, so I'm kind of excited, although I wasn't necessarily going to go because my arm has been bothering me. My shoulder has been kind of ruining my plans, but I'm trying to do it anyway. Yeah, my parents were tobacco farmers just because they had both moved to this area kind of like in the back to the land movement. And they got together, they found each other, and they settled into a little farm. And the neighbors across the way were helping them with the farming, helping them figure out how to do that. Because, I mean, farming is not easy work, and for two random people to assume that they could do it was a hefty assumption. But these people, these really nice friends who we still know to this day, were helping us farm. And I know that tobacco isn't a good thing, really. I don't smoke and I am opposed to it, but they were doing tobacco when I was just a little girl, and just farming it. They also had a store in the country before that, before I was born. I don't know why exactly they closed the store. I guess because they were having too many kids. They had 3 kids together. But but I do have memories from the farm growing up. And I have memories of going back there after we moved, but we still owned it to look after the property. But I remember baking potatoes in a fire. At that point, there was when we were still living in the farm, one of the main stories about it that people tell is that there was a rat that drank out of my potty chair. And that's freaky, but they got the rat. But I don't remember that. But I do have memories of there were old vehicles parked there, and I remember that they were just stationary vehicles, and I remember that there were bees in them, and I remember there was a concrete slab porch, kind of like this porch near the house. I guess it was our back porch, and maybe it wasn't concrete slab. Maybe it was like something hotter, like if the sun got on it, because we had crayons and we would melt crayons on that porch. And I really liked melting crayons when I was a little baby girl, not yet 3. And another thing I remember is we had an outhouse with 3 holes, which once I finally got up to being able to use an outhouse away from the potty chair. Um, yep, we had a 3-hole outhouse, and we had books in there. I think. I think. Let's see here. What is the color scheme? Um, green, red. I like green, red, and white, but that's going to make people think about Christmas. So I'm probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do that. Blue, green, and I don't have a ton of that blue. How about this color? Brown, red, brown, red. I have a lot of that. Okay. Hmm. That's a quite a color. Brown, red. It's like metallic seeming. You'll see it in a minute when I make my way around. It's hot out here. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm sweating. Something's up the street, like a sounds like a street washer. I have on a microphone, so I'm not sure if you all notice it. Usually the microphone just picks up my voice, but there is a very loud vehicle coming, or a street washer. What am I doing? Okay. Maybe it was pouring concrete, because they're doing that up there. I hear this really loud engine, but I don't actually see it. Trying to figure out where it is. Sounds like a fan. A really loud fan. Don't see it though. Alright. Okay. Now, I could put this thing in a bucket and then it'd be like right in front of me. I don't know. Maybe I should do something like that. Mhm. I wonder if you all can hear that motor. It's funny. I wonder where it is. So the green represents the tobacco when it's green, and the brown represents the tobacco when it dries, the brown red. Maybe the white represents the tobacco after it's burned. Maybe. I just see a lizard. That's funny. It doesn't seem like it's even on the side. I'm gonna have to kind of alter this a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's just wabi sabi. Alright. Oh, that's what I can do. Once I get halfway there, I can turn it around. I hadn't even thought about that. I hear thunder. There's a school bus going by on my road. I could paint on here tobacco leaves. Oops. Okay. Y'all see that? Is that good? Maybe. I didn't paint the very bottom of it. Trying to think. Um. Okay, if I want to paint more of it, I can do it like that. It's got water in there. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. I probably shouldn't have done that. I think I streaked my thing. Maybe I'll do it like this. That is streaked paint. It's all the wabi sabi process. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn it. Is that gonna just fall? No. I don't know about the setup. I don't like how it's in there. I'm not gonna do the whole thing with it like that because I don't like that. Oh. I'm gonna change that. Oh. I could just hold it while I paint it. Oh. I hear loud, bad music. Bad music. I don't think you all hear it. That's a bad bug. That's an invasive species. But I don't kill them. I let the predators kill it. Okay. Thinking. I think I'm done for now. I'm just gonna wash off my brushes and put this somewhere where it'll dry, and then I'll finish it later. Anyways, thanks for watching. Okay, bye. Bye.